And again, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We're doing our virtual Tiger preview this morning, and you have it in front of you there. What the goal of this is to provide you with some information and just some resources that can help you to be successful this semester. This semester we're all still working remotely. You'll be taking classes online, and for the most of you will be online. And then all of the resources and all the support services will be online. So we wanted to introduce you to those resources, and again, even though we're not physically together, we're here for you. Okay, so there's a website that I want to go over. I have a quick presentation that I want to share as well. But before I start that, I wanted to give the floor to a couple of folks that we have with us. So I'm going to stop sharing so we could see everybody on the gallery here. And we're going to start with the welcome. Dr. Buckley, I see that you're here. Dr. Buckley is our president of Reedley College. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's almost afternoon, actually. But Dr. Buckley, if you can just give us a few words, I'd appreciate it.
Thanks, Kurt, and welcome to all of our returning students and to all of our new students. I hope you understand that education is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Education changes your life, and you may not realize that at this young age, but believe me, when you get to be as old as I am, you realize the impact of education throughout your years. And it's not just a one-time shot. You're going to be coming back and taking classes either with us or universities or other institutions throughout your career. And so we look forward to having you here this year. We look forward to helping support you. What I find special about Reedley is the integration of not just the classes that you take, but really our student services that you'll be hearing about and utilize, our tutoring, all those different support services that help you be successful. I think the one thing I would say to you is, as a student, don't be shy. If you need something, ask, and the Reedley family will help you find it and will help you be successful. Welcome, and I wish you the best of semesters, and I look forward to getting back to normal by the end of the spring semester and having face-to-face classes again. So best wishes to you all.
Thank you, sir. And again, I appreciate your time. All the VPs are here, so I gotta sit up right here. But next, my direct boss, the VP of Student Services, Renee Craig Maris, please. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have a few words to share with our students and staff that are here.
Absolutely. Thanks, Kurt. And welcome, everyone. It is so great to see your faces. And this is a wonderful first step you've made for your future. And, I was thinking of a saying, you probably heard of this, 80% of success in life is showing up. Well, you've done that. Showing up today for yourself, for your families, for your loved ones, for everybody in your community. You're a role model. And so I want to just congratulate you, and you should give yourself a pat on the back for being here, showing up, and investing in your future. And so you're going to hear about some wonderful things today in terms of resources that are available. But I really want to give a plug out to student activities and student engagement. Successful students get engaged with their college. And that is really, really important, okay? Because it helps you become part of the family, and we really want you to be part of the Reedley family. So if any advice I could give you is to connect, engage, and stay engaged with the resources, with the people, with your instructors, because that's what's going to help you get to the finish line. And I am looking forward to seeing you cross that stage when you graduate with your degree or certificate. So this is the first day of a successful new year for you. So welcome and best wishes to you.
Thanks, Renee. Next, real quick, we have our VPI. He's our Vice President of Instruction, Dale Van Dam. Dale, you have a couple words to share with us? I know we have some late starts and other things that we maybe want to share.
We do. Kurt, thank you. And it's a pleasure to be here today. It's a pleasure to have you all with us. Kurt's introducing people, and you guys are out there, and I don't know who these guys are, but it doesn't matter what our titles are, whether it's Kurt or me or Renee, even Dr. Buckley. We have one job, and that's to help you succeed. And you need to let us know how we can do that to the best of our ability. But that's really the only reason we're here, is to help you succeed, whatever our job title, whatever job function. Student success is why we're here. Kurt mentioned some late start classes. So of course we have our semester long classes that'll start on Monday. but then we'll also have an entire menu of classes that'll start at the end of January, some in February, some in March, and they'll be publicized on the website. So keep an eye on that. Sometimes they fill a niche for students who can't carve out a whole 18 weeks to take a class, but they can spare a 12 weeks or 9 weeks. And so keep an eye on that. But again, it's great that you're here. Let us know how we can help you. That's what we're here to do.
Thanks. Thanks, Dale. Melanie's here too. Melanie is our VP of Admin Services. She does a lot of behind the scenes work and she does great stuff. Melanie, we have a lot of really exciting things happening this spring with some groundbreaking. I was hoping maybe you could share that real quick with the students that we have.
Yeah, so I just wanted to welcome you all to the spring semester, and it's great to see you all here. I primarily deal with finance and facilities, and so yeah, we have some really good things coming. We have our new math science building that is going to be open in the fall of this year, and we do have some groundbreaking. We are going to be groundbreaking in April on our new Center for Fine and Performing Arts and our new Child Development Center. So we are upgrading our facilities. We're doing a lot of great things on campus. And one thing I just want to tag on to what Renee said about being involved. For what I do, it is really, really important that I hear what students need and to be able to support you. And that means facilities, what you guys want to see on campus, how you want our facilities laid out. Student input is just vital. So the more you can be involved on campus, the more input you can provide. It just makes our campus much better. So welcome. I hope to see you all around campus, like Dr. Buckley said, towards the end of this semester. And just know we're here for you to support you in whatever you need.
Thank you, Melanie. And we have a lot of other people here. I don't want to take all the time doing introductions. We'll be here till 5 p.m. introducing everybody, but we have some instructional faculty here. We have some counselors here. We have some deans here as well. My team's on as well. Mia, Dulce, Frankie, guys, thank you so much for being here. Student activities is here. So Vanessa Leva's here. She's our student activities coordinator, lead. She's the person that was going to really help support you guys and help provide opportunities for you guys, like Renee had mentioned, to engage with other students. And you heard the groundbreaking ceremony. That's the shovel thing where you see people in hard hats and pictures. We're going to be able to share that virtual. You're going to be able to participate and check that out from the comfort of your home with no shoes on. So, that's something that we want to share with you because it's exciting. And even though we have all of our classes virtual, we're still improving our campus and improving our facilities for you guys. So again, when we get back to campus, you heard it from Dr. Buckley, hopefully closer to the end of the spring semester, we'll have some changes and we'll be able to transition back to campus for summer, fall, again, fingers crossed. But you'll be able to see some of these different facilities and different things that we have for you. Okay, so next what I want to do, I'm going to share screen a little bit. I want to show you a presentation that I have, and I'm going to have some other folks chime in and talk as well. It's not just going to be me. If you have any questions at any time during this presentation, feel free to add them to the chat. My team is going to be reviewing the chat and answering questions as needed. Also, we have an interpreter here. Thank you so much for being here, Derek. If you need to utilize the interpreter services, you can pin his video so that when you are seeing a shared screen, you could still see him. Okay, so if you hover over where his picture is now, there's 3 dots in the top right-hand corner. If you click on that, you can pin the video. Okay, so again, this is a new environment for most of you. You got to get in and kind of check it out. Okay, so make sure that you do that if needed. Also, anybody that's here from ASG or the college, if you can go in and rename yourself and put RC on the front, that would be great. Just so if you're sharing any ideas or tips, the students know that you're part of the college. Okay, so again, as I mentioned, today is the whole idea is to give you some resources and make things available for you for the new semester. Okay, we have a website that we've dedicated to today, so I'm going to show you that real quick. And I'm going to make sure you guys can see what I see, because I see the virtual Tiger preview page. Can somebody give me a thumbs up that they see the page. Thank you, Rosemary. Crystal, thank you. So basically this page has some tips, some things we would like you to review prior to the semester starting. Now, we had a great video that Dr. Buckley had created for us, but we didn't need it because he was here in the flesh. So thank you for that. But it still gives some good information about the campus, about some of our programs, and also some of the procedures to getting back onto campus. Okay. One of the main things is that if you do come to campus, you do need to wear a mask. This is a fancy one I picked up today. It says Reedley College on it, but you need to make sure you're wearing your mask if you do have to come to campus, and also maintain social distancing while you're on campus. And we have different signage and different things available to help you with that. A lot of our buildings are going to be closed during this semester for services. So you may not need to be on campus, but if there's any reason that you have to come, maybe it's to the library, we do have a computer lab available. Make sure that you follow those procedures. Okay. So again, we have 3 things on the website. I'm not going to go through every one of them. I just want to point your attention to it. Just things to get connected and also staying on path and to get involved. Okay. So before we jump into that, I wanted to go back here, and we have a few students that I wanted to give the floor to, and we had talked about this a little bit before. I don't know if Gerardo's on. Is Gerardo with us? If not, is Steven here? Let's see, I'm looking.
Yeah, I'm here, Kurt.
Awesome. So Steven's here. Steven is, he's part of our ASG. Steven, can you tell us what is ASG? And then also maybe answer some of these questions that we have on the screen here for some of our students.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Reedley College. I am also a student here at Reedley College. My name is Steven Kodur. I am part of the ASG. ASG stands for Associated Student Government. In your high school, you might have known you had a student government. They ran some of the activities on campus. They represented you as students to the faculty, to the staff, to the administration, and just was that student voice, usually the student leaders that are on campus. Well, now that you've transitioned from high school to college, it's no different. You still need to have events to make sure that you're staying connected on campus. You need to have students that are fighting for you, really showing what that student perspective is in meetings with staff, with administration, with faculty, with everything that's going on campus, kind of keeping that pulse. So we as a student government, we're here to support you as students. We're here to be your voice, to represent your best interests. You know, the best way to do that, you coming to us, you know, having that open line of communication, you know, let us know what's going on the campus and what we can do to help, and all that, that's what we're here for. So that's kind of just a brief intro into student government. We sit on like all of the committees that happen on campus. So, you know, when the school decides to make decisions about, you know, what courses are coming to campus or whether or not they need to change the parking fee, that all goes through committee, and the student government are usually the students that sit in those committees to represent that student voice. So we'll be sending out surveys throughout the year saying, hey, you know, how do you feel about this? So that way we can get more of a, more engaged with the students and really best represent you. So be looking for those. That's our best way to connect with you all. Sometimes we would set up tables outside in the quad area and stuff like that. Can't really do that now in the virtual times, but we're setting up some virtual office hours this year to really try and open up that line of communication, but that's what we're here to help with. Kurt, you want me to go through an introduction of myself real quick?
Yeah, sure, please.
All right, awesome. So as I said, my name is Steven Kodur. My major, if you could see from my plaques behind me, I actually just graduated in the spring with 3 associate's degrees. So communications, business, and kinesiology. So if that doesn't tell you that I haven't been here for quite a while, it should. And then this semester, I'll actually
Uh-oh, did we lose him? This semester he's done. he'll join us and he'll jump back in. But Stevens has been with us for a while, but he's a great representative of our students. He does a great job of representing student voice and really asking the tough questions and being a really, really great participant and advocate for students. So we really appreciate him. I was going to tell him to share his plaques on the wall because that's too fancy the way he has it set up. So we'll have him when he's available, he'll jump back on. Do I have somebody else from ASG that can share and maybe answer some of these questions we have listed? If not, I know I have pathway navigators here. So anybody else want to share?
I could go ahead. So, hi, I'm Renee. I am the ICC president for ASG. So if you're interested in clubs or anything like that, you could let me know. You could even look on the Ridley College website and you could find my information there. So my major is animal science currently, and I'm taking 6 units this semester. And a tip for new students is maybe check your emails and your Canvas. That's one thing for sure. And why it's important to stay connected. It's important to stay connected. For me personally, I think it would be important for social skills. Like, even though like it's all through email, you could email your classmates and whatnot and your teachers and stuff like that. So yeah.
Thank you, Raina, and again, thanks for joining us this morning. And you know, that's a great point. You know, we do a lot of communication to students through email, and it's important that you check it. So we'll go over how to get into your email through the portal shortly, but it's important that you stay active and stay engaged as much as possible. Can I have? Let's see. I'm trying to see who else is here. We have some pathway navigators here. Pathway navigators are actually student employees. They're ambassadors, and they are part of Pathways. So we'll talk about Pathways in a bit, but they're here to help guide you and help you connect with different resources we have available online, and also when we get back to campus. Is Hannah or Kendall or either of you with us this morning? There. I see Kendall.
I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Hi.
Hi, my name is Hannah Lees. I am both an English and communications major at Ridley College, and though my main primary major is English, just because I've been taking more classes with that and doing that for longer. So I'm part of the art, music, and English pathway. I want to say I'm taking 13 units this semester, but I don't really know. I'll have to double check my schedule for that. If I had any tips for new students, I would recommend getting Kurt's going to show you the student email and how to get to it in a little bit, but I would recommend downloading the Outlook app on your phone so you can get notifications for your email, because that has been super helpful for me. And one reason why it's important to stay connected is well, because we're in this environment right now where we're almost completely online, and we don't get a lot of interaction with other people, maybe except our immediate family members and maybe some friends. But I think it's really important to stay connected during this time just because of that, because we're humans, we need interaction. So
Yeah, that's a great point, you know, and we try to connect with everyone and each other as much as possible, and as easy as possible, right? Because we need to maintain that social network and that social interaction. So thanks for that. Kendall, let's see, where's Kendall at? Kendall, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, great. So what do you got for us?
All right. Hi, guys. I'm Kendall Murray. My major is communication, and that is a part of the social science pathways. And like Kurt said, I am a pathway navigator, so I'll be helping you guys with your classes or giving you more information about your pathway. I believe I'm taking about 16 units, I think, this semester. A tip I'd like to give you guys is to make sure you stay organized. With all the classes you take, it's really easy to get lost or to get behind on classes. So I know personally I have a to-do list, or I make sure I have my calendar up just to make sure to stay organized and I stay on top of my schoolwork. And a reason why it's important to stay connected would be because, like Hannah was saying, it's an important time for us to stay connected because we're not getting much interaction. And also, there's plenty of clubs that are doing online things, or there's going to be activities coming up soon. And it's important to have something to stay connected with students and even employees. So it's just easier, and it makes it more fun and a more like a happier college experience if you stay connected and join different activities.
Great, Kendall. Thank you for sharing. And you know what? Stephen's back with us. Stephen, are you there? Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm here, Kurt. Sorry about that.
No worries. No worries. That's a great point, because when you're doing Zoom, when you're doing online classes, you're at the mercy of your technology, right? And so
Exactly.
if something happens, you have to roll with the punches. You need to make sure, if you get pulled out of a class like this, for an example, that you try to log back in as soon as you can, make some contact with your instructor and let them know that you're trying to get back into the session. So impromptu tech error, but that's our new norm now, right? So Stephen, go ahead and round out what you were mentioning. What's a tip for a new student, and then why do we need to stay connected and stay engaged?
Yeah, thank you for that. I made the rookie mistake, didn't have my charger next to me. So usually it's tech issues with internet. You never know, something always is bound to happen. But couple tips, one just off the top of my head that I really think that new students should take to heart is to ask questions. You're here, you're on campus. Sometimes it's just easy for you to go to your class, go home, and that's it. Or right now you're at home, you take your class and you stay home, you don't ask questions. The best thing to do is ask questions. There's other people that might have the same question. It's really going to easily, or it's going to make your stay here at Ridley College a lot easier. If you don't connect with maybe the administration or the faculty, reach out to a student. The students, especially the students that you hear on this call, we've all been through it. I've been in and out of Ridley College different semesters for almost 5 years now. And I've probably been through almost everything that you might experience here on this campus. So really reach out to us. You don't want to reach out through email. I have my Instagram at I'm a Stallion, my Twitter at Steph Like Curry. Just shoot me a message. I'll definitely respond to that. But yeah, that's my tip for you. Really ask questions. That's what the staff and the faculty, administration, and the students are here for. They're here for you to help you succeed. And then one reason why it's important to stay connected, it's really going to help you in your educational journey here. When I first came to Ridley College, I did not stay connected. I went to school, I got my class, and I went home, and that was it. And what that led me to do is I was taking random classes, not really anything that went to my major. Didn't really get involved. So I didn't feel like I was at home. So I left 3 different times to go join the workforce. Then I got involved. I started a club on campus because I really wanted to play some ultimate Frisbee. Next thing you know, I had some friends on campus. They said, hey, you should join student government. Joined student government, became the president of the student government. And then next thing you know, and it's a snowball effect. And that's why I have these plaques on the wall behind me. That's why I know all the staff, the administration, the faculty that are here. I have so many different bonds that are going to last a lifetime with the students at this college. So it's really important to stay connected because it's going to ultimately help you as students, help you in your educational journey with your mental health, everything like that. So as I said earlier, I'll drop all my contact info in the chat. Please reach out. That's what we're here to do. And I really want to see you be successful. Go Tigers.
Thanks, Stephen. How do you follow that? I mean, I'll just sit here and be quiet for another 20 minutes. We have a lot of faculty, though, and counselors here and deans, as I mentioned. For everybody that's here that works for the college, if you can, in the chat, add one tip, one recommendation, one something for our new students. We have some continuing students here as well. So again, if you're a seasoned student like Stephen or anybody else, and you have something that you go, man, I wish I would have known that when I started, add it to the chat. The chat hasn't really been functioning too much yet, but add it in. Maybe there's something that you want to share with your classmates, with your colleagues, with the folks that are here to just get them thinking, right? Thinking about what they could do to prepare. Stephen mentioned his charger, right? So again, technology, we're going to have technology needs for this semester. Does your laptop work? Does it work with Zoom? Can you do virtual backgrounds? Do you have a microphone that works? Do you have a headset? Do you need a headset? There's a lot of things that I think we can really start kind of contemplating as we prepare for this semester. Another thing is we actually have the ability to loan technology to you. So if you need technology, anything that I mentioned, actually a laptop, a headset, if you maybe you're in a rural area and your internet doesn't work unless you stand on one foot with a piece of foil in your hand, right? We can provide you with hotspots to help you access your classes. So that's on our website. That's going to be on the preview page as well. But again, there's a lot of things that we can provide to you. I see the chat blinking on my screen, so that's great. Please make sure that you read those and take those into consideration. Another thing that one of the faculty members shared with us in a meeting, I believe she's here, but a common thing that she notices with her students is when you're coming directly from high school, you're so used to using Google and Google Forms. And we don't use Google Forms, actually. We do Office 365. We do Word and PowerPoint and that type of stuff. So a lot of times students have trouble transitioning to utilizing the different software that we have. And so what we want to do is we want to make sure that you start looking into that now. And so transition to the next slide here, but we have on our website, which is called My Portal. So My Portal is your login to everything. It's a single sign-in, but it's going to give you access to all of the different apps or all of the different things that you need to be successful here at Reedley College. The main ones that we have shown here, there's more, but the main ones we have are Web Advisor. Web Advisors is where you go to look at your schedule, as you know. It's funny because all the students that shared, they all weren't sure how many units they have for this semester. So hopefully they'll check their schedule so they know how many units they're taking. But that's also where you can go to look up financial aid, right? And then also, as our VP Van Dam said earlier, if you need to add any more classes, that's where you can go to look up and to add more classes. Again, we have some late start classes in the ensuing months. The email is there as well. So in order to access your student email account, you go through the portal and that'll open up into Outlook and then Canvas. Those are the three main apps that we use. There are more, like I said, but those are the three that we use. Canvas is really where your class is going to be held or housed. So you want to make sure that you get into Canvas as soon as you can. Okay. In Canvas, when you click into it, you'll see on the left-hand side, there's an account and there's these different kind of tiles that go down. There's the dashboard, your courses, etc. So again, I would recommend going through your dashboard profile and updating it. You can add a picture. You can go through and look at some of your classes and get a little bit of a head start at looking at the syllabus for your classes, but also just looking at the different functions that Canvas has to offer. We do a lot of announcements through Canvas. I don't know if George is here. Is Mr. Takata with us today? Whoops.
Yep, I sure am.
Whoa. So George is here. George, I'm going to give you a second to share who you are, but basically, we utilize Canvas to share out information to students. So we utilize email, of course, but also Canvas is a big way that we share different events and activities and different services that we have on campus. Obviously, this year is a little different, but nonetheless, we have announcements or notifications that go up on Canvas when you first log in. So it's make sure that you are familiar and you're comfortable with Canvas as we move forward. George, who are you, sir? And what are some cool things that we have going on this semester? Anything?
Yeah, Happy New Year, guys. Welcome. Looking forward to interacting with you in some way, shape, or form this crazy semester. But yes, we utilize Canvas to give you announcements on class availability, or you use it with your instructors. But we also utilize it as a marketing tool to inform you on upcoming events, today's extreme registration, any class availability. And we also promote on social media. I just sent something in the chat. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Sorry, we don't have TikTok. Sorry, but we're working on our LinkedIn page. So follow us on those pages too. And that way you'll know about events going up on campus. Sorry, we got the leaf blower going on outside. And then we also have other pages, social media pages. Our library has a page. Our ASG government, student government has a page, activities has a page. So be sure that when you do your searches on social media, to look up Reedley College, and there's different levels or different pages promoting different things on campus. But the main one is just Reedley College, and we utilize Canvas and social media extensively to give you guys the latest news on what's going on around here.
Perfect. Thanks, George. And George we're both on campus. We're socially distant. He's close to the leaf blower. I'm not. So they're
Sorry,
heading
I'm the director of marketing and communications. So I promote the campus, I promote classes, I promote sports, events, a lot of internal stuff too. But I'm here most of the time.
A lot of times, if you see one of our commercials on TV, that's his golden voice that's doing the vocals on our commercial spots. So thanks, George, for everything that you do, man. I appreciate you as always. And again, look forward to the semester, man.
Same. Thank you, Kurt.
Yep. So next on this presentation, we have what's called pathway shells. And these are basically we have 7 pathways. It's part of our guided pathways here at Reedley College, and it's on our website. So I'll jump back to that shortly and share that with you. But we have 7 pathways, and each pathway has its own Canvas page. Okay, so when you go into your Canvas profile, you'll see the classes that you're registered for, but you'll also see your pathway page. And this is a great tool and a resource for students to connect with faculty within their pathway. But we also, and I have some pathway navigators here, I wanted you guys to share, if you can, I know we have some events that are happening next week within your pathways. If you guys can share just briefly what pathway you're a part of, and then what's the plan for next week or the ensuing weeks. And I think Aaron is here as well. I saw him earlier. Dr. Cobb, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and if any of the pathway navigators can share with us what are you guys doing with your pathway?
Hello, my name is Robert Escobar. I'm with the social science pathway, and I believe it's next week. We are doing the I forget what it's called, but it's a really important sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. It's a new year. It's after the holiday. So I know we're just getting back into the swing of things, but basically the pathways have what's called connect events, and the connect events are happening next week. And again, what they are it's an opportunity for students to meet with folks in their pathway. So each pathway has an assigned counselor. You're going to have a counselor that you'll be able to work with. The faculty are going to be available through the connect events, but then what they're going to do is they're planning to do different events and activities throughout the year. And so the pathway page is really where they're going to be sending all of the updates and all the information to get you involved in what they have planned. So a lot of great things planned to just, again, increase engagement for you guys, give you opportunities to connect not only with faculty and staff, but also with other students within your pathway. And you guys are actually going to be assigned a pathway based on your major. So keep an eye out for that. We'll also send out links to self-enroll if you wanted to enroll in a specific pathway, or if you change your major, for example, your pathway may change, so you can actually get into the correct pathway at any time during your experience at Reedley College to help you to be successful. So I see some questions in the chat, and thank you guys for jumping in and answering those questions throughout. Does any of it, is Dr. Cobb here, or if any of the other navigators want to share what their pathways are doing?
Hi, I'm Kendall, and like Robert, I'm also part of the social sciences pathway. It's like a pathway connect to where you'll learn more about your pathway, what you're specifically going to be doing, what classes and majors are involved in that pathway. And they're going to be doing those same previews with all the other pathways as well. They're just going to be taking place on different days. So depending on what major you signed up for will determine what pathway you're in. So you'll probably be getting an email soon about those and on what days your Pathway Connect is going to take place on.
Yeah, this is Dr. Cobb here. Yeah, that was perfect. And I'll be the one sending out those emails. So I think another student mentioned it. Definitely check your college email every day and keep an eye out for an email from me where you can RSVP for your Pathway Connect event. And then all of our faculty and counselors have been working really hard along with the Pathway Navigators to put something together for you. It's really awesome. We did it in the fall and all the students really enjoyed it. You get a chance to meet your faculty and get to know them a little bit, and they'll talk to you about different majors and careers that are connected to the classes that you're taking and kind of help you make sense of why we put you in the classes that we put you in. So definitely check your email. You'll have a chance to RSVP for your event. And then the day of the event, you'll get an invitation for the Zoom session just like this.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. And also this recording and the PowerPoint and everything will be on, we'll add it to the Pathway shell. So if you want to go back and maybe you heard something here, we'll have the transcript of the chat as well. So if you wanted to go back and review some things, you can. Or if you have, maybe you have a sibling or you know somebody that missed today, we can get them this content by going into their Pathway shell. So that's, again, it's just another avenue we're utilizing to connect with students. Last thing I want to share under Canvas is we have a student resource page in Canvas. And so this is something we've developed early summer, but we really have kind of refined it over the past few weeks. And again, a lot of faculty support and involvement with this. But if you need anything, if you have any questions or you're not sure where to start, you can go through your Canvas shell. We have a page there that has information about the different support services that we have available to you during the semester. Tutorial, for example, if you need to participate in the Math Center, or if you want to go to the Reading and Writing Center to get some help with writing a paper, we can do that. And so we have all of those resources. It's actually on your Canvas page, but also on all of your classes. This is loaded. It's a student resource page, and it has all of those different things on there. So, you know, we're definitely here for you in this virtual environment as much as we can be. And again, looking forward to helping you through the semester. Two things that are highlighted here. We have the Online Information Center. I believe that's the next slide, but also the Tiger Pantry. I was hoping that Vanessa could share with us. Vanessa, what is the Tiger Pantry?
So the Tiger Pantry is free food for all Reedley College students. We are located out by near the gym. Kind of, it's an old concession stand, so you may have missed this if you've ever been on campus, but it's free for all Reedley College students. And this semester we're going to be open Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 2, and then Fridays from 9 to 12. And then we've also implemented a drive-through, no contact food pickup every Wednesday from 11 to 2, and that'll be starting the second week of the semester. And I'll be sharing some of that information on our social media pages, and we'll have George share it as well on Canvas. But definitely, it's a resource that, you know, it's out there. It's not used as much as it should be, but it's free. And it, you know, when you're on campus, you can just go by and pick up a snack, pick up a Gatorade, bottled water, you know, and then there's food that you can take home to prepare, you know, for your family. So it's, yeah, come out and see us.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And I know we're ramping up our services to help students with food, but also we're starting to look at offering clothing. I know we did like a coat drive in the fall. And so we have a lot of different things to help you outside of the class. So again, make sure that you follow up with us, and we'll definitely support you in any way we can. Another thing that we've created kind of in response to the pandemic, but it's something that I really love and I want it to sustain beyond if the VPs are still here. But it's the Online Information Center. And so the OIC is available Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and then Fridays until 5. Right now, that's our hours. We may change the hours. They may fluctuate at different times of the semester, but that's what we have set for now. But what it is ultimately, if you don't know where to go, if you have a question about anything relevant to Reedley College, you could start with the OIC, okay? So the Online Information Center, there's a link. It's kind of in a banner on our homepage. So if you go to our website, there's a link there. You click on that. It's going to take you to the page. It looks like this, and there's a Join Chat button there. When you click on that, it's going to take you into a Zoom, just like you're a part of now. It's a weight room, so basically you're going to be hanging out there, but we do have staff, and more importantly, we have our student ambassadors that are staffing the Online Information Center. So you'll talk to somebody that works at the college. You'll talk to a peer. You'll talk to somebody that can point you in the right direction. Okay, so it's a chat. You can type chat. You can video, and you can unmute, and you can talk to somebody. If you need help checking your class schedule, if you need to look up classes to register, if you want to look and see, if you qualified for financial aid, they can help you navigate Web Advisors so that you can look at some of that stuff. Okay, if you needed to come in to get technology, for example, if you're going to be checking out a laptop or a hotspot, they can connect you with the right department for that. Okay, so it's a really great resource and a starting place for anything and everything. Okay. In conjunction with that, we have what's called the Welcome Center. That's actually where I'm at right now on campus. We're going to have a physical center, a physical Welcome Center that'll be awesome, and it'll be available starting hopefully in the fall. As you heard from Dr. Buckley, as we transition back to campus, we're going to have a Welcome Center that will serve as a hub for anything and everything. So really the OIC, the Online Information Center, is going to be an extension of the Welcome Center. So again, if you have questions at any time between 8 and 8 p.m., of course, you can access us through our website. There's a couple of clicks in, and then you could talk to somebody, which is great. And we can hopefully help you get connected with the right department or help answer your questions right over the phone. You heard it earlier. We have extreme registration today and tomorrow. So it's actually really, really busy right now. But we're helping students get connected with the counselors, and we're helping students get connected with registration, so with admissions and records, and helping them prepare for the spring. So we're really busy, but we're always available to help. So the last thing that I wanted to kind of end with, and of course, if you have more questions, we're going to stay and hang out and answer questions from you. But activities they're doing a lot of things, and I know we've mentioned most of it already. But activities are doing a lot of things to try to connect and stay connected with you in this remote environment. And so we really encourage you to follow their social media. The links are on the website for their Facebook and Instagram, but also we have something new that they have a remind text, and I hope I typed that. If I put that in right, Vanessa, I know we had if you send that text to that number, you can get in the group, and then as they have activities coming up, they'll send you a text through Remind to get in there and to participate. So we really hope that you guys have a great semester, and like I said, we're here to help you with whatever you need at any time. Please let us know. It's important that you reach out. Like Dr. Buckley said, like Stephen said, it's important, and Dale as well. It's important that you reach out and let us know how we can meet you where you're at, how we can connect with you, and how we can help you to be successful in this semester and the semesters beyond. So Stephen, anything left to add? Vanessa, anything left to add related to student activities?
Annie, you got anything?
I don't think so. Well, next week we're going to be having a welcome week social hour with student government and some of our student activities, student workers. So be on the lookout for that invite with some additional information, but it's just a good way to kind of meet other people in a different, smaller group maybe. And so we can share a little more information and detail about how to get involved on campus.
Yep, and if you're interested in joining the student government, we do have some spots still open. If you want to kind of take a look at what we do, just reach out to us. I put my info in the chat earlier. I can redo that again, but I just wish you the best of luck, and really reach out with any questions you have.
So the last thing, of course, is this is our contact information. It's on our website as well, but this is going to get you in contact with myself or my team, with Mia, with Dulce, with Frankie, with Marcy. Please, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at any time, and we're here to help. Okay. The last thing that we have, and you heard it a few times, but it's inevitable because this is an event, is we have a survey. And so we do a lot of surveys for the college. A survey is the easiest way for us to get some feedback from you related to the event that you're participating in or what you want it to look like for future reference. So I have the link there. If one of my folks can drop the link in the chat if you haven't already, that would be great. But you can QR code if you pull up your phone. If you haven't done that yet, you just bring up your camera, and I have Thanos on mine. But if you bring up your camera, you can scan the QR code. It'll take you into the survey, or if you click on the link again, if somebody can drop that in the chat, that would be great. But nonetheless, I appreciate your guys' time. I appreciate you guys spending some time with us and listening to us. And hopefully the website is going to be a good resource for you to get started. And we're going to be here for you. So again, thank you so much for your time. Again, your participation in the survey is greatly appreciated. Other than that, that's all that we have. So we're going to hang out. I'm going to hang out for a while. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to add them to the chat, or feel free to unmute, and we'll try to get through your questions as much and as seamlessly as possible. Thanks. Thanks, guys. For my interpreting services, guys, Derek and Ryan, thank you guys so much for helping us today. I appreciate it. And guys, have a great rest of your day. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, guys.
No problem. Have a great day.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yep. All right, guys.
Rebecca.
Yes.